Trauma may describe any event that was really scary, dangerous, or life-threatening that you either experienced or witnessed. Trauma isn't something you can just get over quickly, it requires patience and self-acceptance. You need to thoroughly process your emotions to overcome your trauma, so start by practicing emotional awareness and self-care. Let's find together how to heal from life traumas. 1. Accept your emotions using mindfulness. Take 10 to 15 minutes each day to breathe deeply and passively observe your emotional experience. Notice how your thoughts and physiological responses, example, tightness in chest or rapid heartbeat, are connected to your feelings. Act as though you are an impartial witness. Don't try to change the feelings, just let them be what they are. 2. Learn to recognize your triggers. A trigger is something in your environment, a person, place, thing, or situation, that brings you back to the time of your trauma. You need to know your triggers in order to protect yourself from triggering experiences and eventually learn to live with them. To learn what your triggers are, try acting like a casual observer to yourself for a matter of days or weeks to figure out which stimuli have a triggering effect on you. 3. Nurture your body and mind with yoga. Trauma can result in a fight or flight response. Yoga is a wonderful way to ease distress and engage your body in a mindful way. Consider signing up for a nearby class or practicing at home with YouTube videos. 4. Do something daily that feels good. Be gentle and nurturing with yourself by implementing a daily self-care routine. Go for a run, eat a nutritious meal, color, call a friend, or cuddle with your pet. Spoil yourself for a change. 5. Move at your own pace. Don't allow yourself to be pressured to get over your trauma or heal prematurely. Acknowledge that you must give yourself the time and space to fully heal in the way that best suits you. Get distance from people who try to pressure you to move on too quickly. 6. Get in touch with your spiritual side. Spirituality can help you make sense of distressing life events and develop hope for the future. Perform spiritual activities that align with your unique beliefs. You might practice meditation, visit spiritual landmarks, reflect on nature, pray, chant, dance, or read faith-based texts. 7. Use your experience as a way to positively impact others. Regain control of your life by using your experience as a stimulus for change in the world around you. Speak out, volunteer, or advocate to educate others about the trauma you went through. If your home burned down, you might start a campaign to ensure other families in your community have working smoke detectors. If you were raped, you might speak out on behalf of other rape victims or volunteer for a sexual abuse hotline. Before you commit to this, make sure that you've taken enough time to heal from the trauma. Also, make sure that you're ready to be heavily involved in helping others who have dealt with trauma that's similar to yours. 8. Confide in people you trust. Talk about what happened with your closest family and friends. Doing so can reduce the hold the trauma has over you and help change the way you remember the distressing event. For example, in your memory, you may have been blaming yourself because you didn't defend yourself against an attacker. As you tell your story, you might recall that you tried to defend yourself, but the attacker was much bigger and stronger than you. Tell your story as much as you need to. Talking about it helps you work through your feelings about what happened. 9. Let your loved ones know how they can help. Others often don't know how to support trauma survivors, so make specific requests. Perhaps you live alone and you'd like a relative to sleep over for a while. Or, maybe you want a friend to bring over their toddlers who always lift your spirits. 10. Join a support group. It can also be helpful to talk to others who have been through similar experiences of trauma. Contact local churches or community mental health clinics to locate a support group with meetings you can attend. It will be most helpful if you attend specific groups relating to your own trauma, such as for rape survivors or for mothers who lost infants. 11. Write about your experience. If you don't have anyone to turn to for social support, it may help or write out your traumatic experience in a journal. This can be a cathartic way of releasing the emotions relating to the experience and getting some perspective on what happened. 12. Recognize unusual startle reflex, anxiety, and low mood as signs of PTSD. Many people experience trauma and recover on their own. Others may develop a serious condition known as post-traumatic stress disorder. Look for signs of PTSD and get professional help if needed. 13. Choose an experienced therapist. One effective way of coping with trauma is by talking to a therapist, so ask your primary care physician for a referral. Look for a therapist who has experience working with trauma survivors. 14. Challenge negative or faulty thinking in therapy. Professional treatment of traumatic stress typically involves cognitive restructuring exercises that help you identify and change negative thought patterns. 15. Consider taking medications. PTSD is an anxiety disorder, so you might feel overly alert and even experience panic attacks. Medications may help relieve symptoms of anxiety so that you can function more fully in your day-to-day life. Talk to your doctor to see if they are a good choice for you.